everyone, happy Tuesday and welcome to Hunky Dory Craft TV. What a show we have for you today. I hope you've all been waiting in anticipation because this product we have for you today is so exciting. We launched this last week on Hobby Maker and it sold out in 6 minutes. I can tell you right now that we have 90 of these advent houses currently available, so don't wait around to see them. Get on that website, get buying those dies before they sell out. I'm not on my own today. My name is Natalie Eagleton. I'm going to be the host of this show. Lisa is in the production desk. Good morning, Lisa.
Good morning.
Things running a bit more smoothly today.
Fingers crossed.
We still don't have Barry, but Barry Jr. is...
No, it's Larry.
Oh, it's Larry. We've changed it. It's not Barry Jr., it's Larry. Yeah. Is this a new one?
No, this is an old one.
Oh, okay.
New one pending.
New one pending. It's coming today, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay. But it's still going strong, so fingers crossed we will be with you for the rest of the day. And then, over in the demonstration station, ready to show you exactly what you can do with this fantastic die, it's Amy.
Good morning.
Good morning. It's going to be me and you a lot over the next couple of weeks, isn't it?
Just every day. Should we
Just every
swap
day.
places
We're just going to
throughout
swap around.
the week.
You're going to see a lot of me and Amy while everyone's over on their holidays. It's Bex's last week as well, so make sure you tune in because she's going to do her last show on Thursday with myself, so don't miss out on that one. Before we get to showing you this fantastic die set though, we have a great Win It Weekly this week. How good is this prize? It's not just the pencils, it's the whole bundle. You're going to get 48 of our fantastic pencils in that handy carry wrap. You're also going to get your Crafting with Handbook Volume 2, which shows you everything you need to know about these pencils, how to get the most out of them. And we're throwing in a pad of our fantastic watercolour card. You've literally got a whole new sort of craft to get into within this bundle. 2 lucky winners this week. And this is what we were asking. What is supposedly bad luck on Christmas Day? Is it painting, B, fishing, or C, skiing? Do you have any idea?
I was meant to Google this yesterday during the show and I completely forgot.
How strange is
I've
this?
never done any of those on Christmas Day.
No, neither have I. I think very peculiar things to be doing on... I mean, skiing makes sense if you're on a little holiday.
And I think painting, like if you're crafting, you
Yeah.
have new craft stash for
I was
Christmas.
thinking this. I mean, painting your house on Christmas Day. If you're painting your house on Christmas Day, you could be up painting your house at like midnight. I remember one year, I think it was a couple of years ago, my sister wanted to host Christmas Day and my mum and my dad and my sister and my brother-in-law to be were up quite late Christmas Eve making sure that like the flooring was down.
Oh my
and
gosh.
bits and pieces were still decorated. So it depends how early on Christmas Day, but what's supposedly bad luck? Let us know and you will be in the chance of winning this fantastic prize that we are giving out on Friday's show. So get your answers in for that one. But are you ready for this? We are still celebrating Christmas in July here at Hunky Dory. So with every order that you place until next Sunday, this Sunday, we are giving away these fantastic holographic snowflake elements. You have got 46 in total. You've got the gorgeous deep tones and then you've got those beautiful pastel shades as well. 2 sheets will be added to every single order you have placed either last week or this week and they're just fantastic. Right, let's get to it because I'm sure when people have seen just how popular these are and when we show you what you can do with them as well, you're going to absolutely love them. Have a look at these fantastic models. Are you ready? This is the launch of our Christmas Advent house. This is a fantastic die set which allows you to build up these wonderful houses. You can use these as gift boxes. You can use them as advent houses, of course. You can pop lanterns within these, so you can use them for home decor projects. These are absolutely incredible. You have a huge die here. This is a £19.99 die set. You've got loads included to be able to decorate your houses up as well. So you have the die that cuts out your house shape. You of course need to cut this out twice to be able to make that up. You then have 0 to 9 in all of your numbers. These can be cut out or cut into your card as well to be able to lay them up with different elements. You've of course got the door, which does open up. You've got the window as well, and then we've added extra elements. So you've got the Christmas lights, you've also got the Christmas tree, we've got the snowman, and then you've also got this really, really sweet light as well that you can place on your houses, decorate them up. But this is a incredible die set. You can obviously use your screw hole anywhere punch to pop ribbon through the top so that you can open these. You can use your wooden pegs, which we've got coming up on the show as well. This die set is incredible for this price. It's £14.99 to get this home today. We don't have a lot of stock. We are very, very limited. I said just before we showed you those VT, we have 90 of these left. We probably don't even have that left anymore. 6 minutes they sold out on Hobby Maker. It is an absolutely fantastic set. So let me show you exactly what you're going to get and how it all cuts out. So this is the template that is going to cut out your house. Of course, it cuts your score lines into it as well. However, I always personally would go over those on my scoreboard just to make sure it's perfectly burnished. And then you can see how it works with your details as well. And I love the fact that these can be added so differently, so you can add them to this part of your house, or you could add them to this part of your house, so your houses look different every time. You can have windows on all the way around. You can have windows at the top with your door in the center. Space for all of your elements. You can be cutting this out of white card and inking and colouring it. You can be cutting it out of Matastic, Adorable Scoreable, Craft Card. You've then got all of your numbers, you can see here, which you can layer up on top of each other. And again, you can cut them out of any area in your house, or of course cut them out of normal cardstock and layer them on. And then look how sweet these elements are, and they're so detailed as well that you can really see all of those cut lines and see that they are perfect for maybe paper piecing or cutting out. There's loads of ways in which you can use this awesome die set. I'm going to show you a few advent calendars that we've got here, and then we're going to go to a demo. We're going to come back and I'm going to show you some other examples as well. So lots of people will have seen this fantastic house that Anne-Marie made. She did this on Hobby Maker, and it's absolutely beautiful. It's just added one of those tree lights, the houses in there. She's created this fantastic box from her acetate, and then she's got those snowflakes just glistening in there. Imagine this with like lights inside that house, so it all lit up in here. It would be absolutely perfect. But don't just think of them for Christmas. These could be countdown houses for all types of occasions. They're really, really sweet. And then we've got some other ones I wanted to show you. So I'm going to show you this one first of all. And then I do have one of the houses because a couple of them have fallen off in transit. But this is a fantastic advent calendar that we have made. We've just popped this on some board, so that could be some MDF that we've dressed up with some wrapping paper. However, all of these houses have been individually made. There was about 5 people on the design team that made up all of these houses for us, and then when we got them back, we put them all together. So we asked them to use a certain colour, and we asked them to pop in different numbers, so we knew that we were all going to come back differently. But they are just fantastic. There's so much attention to detail on every single house. All the different designs. You've got snow on some of them. We've got glitter in some of the windows. You've got glitter on some of the lights here. There is such a huge mix and different look, but they all work together so well. And I think it's something that you could really be making, obviously, with like the kids at this time of the year while they're off for Christmas. Let me show you this one though, because this was done by Hannah. So this is just one of those advent houses that you can see in close-up detail, but how stunning does this look? She's used some craft markers just to add that little bit of extra touch around all of the centerpieces, and then use that soft snowfall to add to all of the roofs and the bottom detail. And I think it looks absolutely magical. Of course, you can then take that peg off and you will be able to open these houses and store any of your gifts or bits and pieces within there. They are just magical. So that is one way in which we have decided to show you how you can use it. And then let's have a look at Amy's first of all, because I love this, Amy. You'll have to talk through
so much fun doing this.
How you do.
I mean, it's not a 1 hour make.
No.
It did take a bit of time, but just looking at it, you can see that it's definitely worth it. And I just did it in steps. So I did all the die cutting first,
yeah,
and then all the white gel pen for the decoration.
Really, really cute. And what I love about it as well is that it actually has 2 sides. So each of these are little boxes that you made.
But you can just see the size of them as well, and that's what I love about it.
Isn't it?
In the magazine, the latest Hunky Dory magazine, there's a section that I've written in there, and it talks about how every year I make an advent calendar for my parents, and I usually have to start from scratch and think of the measurements, and it takes hours and hours. But this is definitely going to be the one that I'm going to be using this year.
Look at how all of those houses have been decorated up. That little touch of white gel pen, and I think with your craft card as well, it's gorgeous because it makes it look so much like little gingerbread houses, and they're absolutely adorable. So yeah, this is just creating sort of boxes that you can place those houses into, and then 2 of them have been stuck back to back.
Yes, they have, and then I've just covered the sides
to be able to decorate
and then the 3D trees on the top. I'll show you in my second demonstration how to do those as well.
Cool is this? And this is something as well that's going to store really easily.
Just about to say, it's going to come out year after year, put a bit of bubble wrap around it and store it.
I absolutely love it. And of course, if you're making it with someone or for someone, it's going to be a memory, and that moment of you making it together every single year is going to come back. So that's another fantastic way in which you can use it. But I'm sure you're all wondering how easy the houses are to make. So let's have a look with Amy just how you put them together.
Perfect. So we're going to start totally from scratch so we can see how it all works.
Nice.
I think the one thing I love about these is the size of them.
Yeah.
Because what we do as a family, when I make the advent calendar for my parents, I put gifts in it.
I love that.
So maybe like for my mum's, I'd put hand cream in, some socks, things like that. And these are going to be able to hold all of those
definitely
the smaller gifts as well. So to take the main die, you're going to need 2 of them. So we'll cut the 2. And the nice thing about this, sometimes when you have to do 2, it's like, oh, and then cut a bit off here, but you don't.
No.
Literally 2 identical ones.
I love the fact as well that these are so easy that you don't have to add other bits and pieces to them as well. You can just make them as those little house boxes.
And as I said, that was I started doing that one night, just put all the houses out to start with. So if you do want to do the 24, you will need to cut it 48 times. So, and then what I've done on here, I've just put the door and one of the numbers on there. So we're going to put the number on, and then I've just cut the Christmas tree in the green and then the snowman in the white.
I think that you've got so so many like pieces that you can add to all of this as well is really, really nice, because that's just going to create so much difference in your houses.
I think you can tell that just by looking at the samples that we've all made, isn't it? How different they all are.
Show you as well. There's ones where we've mixed and matched colours. There's ones that there's a set that Kat's done where she's mixed and matched all of the roofs. So she's used the same colour for the houses, but the roof is completely different. Amy's done some and made them into like little milk bottle bits, like a carrier that we're going to show you, which is really, really cool. You're going to demo that as well, aren't you?
Yes, I am, yes. So it's just, I always like when I buy a die, I mean, it's enough just to make these houses, they're gorgeous, but it's nice to look at other ways, so it might be that you're not using it for Christmas.
No.
And I'll show another way we can do that. So we're just going to, so you can just see how quickly this is going to come together. So what we then need to do is to take the window. Now the window comes as it's one die with the 4 window panels. So as I say, if you do want to cut it three,
multiple
if
times.
you do want 3 windows
Yeah.
on the front, you will need to keep running it through, but it literally takes
It doesn't take
seconds.
too long at all, though. I wouldn't, especially with how long we've got until for Christmas to come. I wouldn't be put off by the time
Oh,
that
not
it takes
at all.
you to make these. I think I cut out all of my houses and all of the elements sort of like one by one. So I cut out all of my bases like Amy's just done then I went back in and I did sort of like my number, I did my door,
Yeah.
and then I cut out all of the elements I wanted to go on that one house. Put that to one side, and then once I'd done that for all of the 12 that I'd done, I then went back in and I like put them all together. So like doing it in stages really helps, and it's just
definitely,
so
and I
much
just
fun.
lay all mine out so I
Yeah.
could see, make sure I know. So some of the houses I did, some have only got 1 window on the
Yeah.
front, some have got 3 windows on the front, so it's really up to you.
And I love the mix of designs that we've all chosen to do as well, because some of the houses you have sort of the apex on the front like Amy's have, but then the houses that Kat's done, she's got the roofs facing the front of hers. I did a mixture because I thought it would be quite cool to see how you could showcase them together. So whether you want to have sort of like that roof detail or not, you can do that. It's a die that you can do a lot with, even though it's so small, like it's just one thing.
But they can all look so different, and like you were saying earlier about, we were talking before the show, weren't we? Kat put the numbers on the roof,
Yes.
whereas I put them on the front. So again, look at all the samples and just have a look. So we'll cut the 2 windows, and then I've cut the door. So if you cut the door out of the panel, it will open.
Yes.
So the die stays attached on the one side, so it does stay open. But I'm going to show you just another way. Just people will find their own way of.
They will. I did it the way that you're doing it now as well. So I have my doors are all different colours.
Yep.
So I did exactly the same. Just cut it all out.
Just having fun, isn't it?
And then layering it on top. I think that's a nice way as well. The fact that you do have so many different ways to personalise each one, and that's one thing that a lot of people have commented. That you can do that. I love the fact of using these for trick or treat boxes. We
said, didn't we,
have
about
suggested
the
about
Halloween one.
Halloween houses would look so cool.
Yeah. So then what I've done, I've just added the high tap red tape to the 2 panels here. And what I tend to do is just line up the bottom of the score lines so that we can see that we're getting them attached. You'll see how easily they come together. And if you can start making them now, can't you, and lay them flat?
Yes.
So maybe keep them like that and not assemble them.
You could decorate them quite easily doing
Yeah.
it that way as well, especially if you're adding details with like gel pens or your brush marker fine liners, then definitely do it that way, because that's going to give you such a different look to your designs.
So then you've got the bottom. So what I tend to do is just, I'll turn that back so we can see, add a bit of red tape. I would suggest using the high tack tape. Is that what you used for yours as well?
Yeah, I use the red tape.
Yeah.
You just need something that's got that, you know that it's not going to fall apart.
Yes,
you know it's going to last, especially if you're making these and you're hoping that, you know, they are going to be heirlooms that come out year after year after year.
Yeah, and if you're making them for children, they look so good, they'll want to play with them, won't they?
Yeah, so you want to give them that high, strength, that you can, it's not going to break at all.
So we've just added the tape to that side, and we're just going to bring it in.
And I think it's really important as well, that you show in exactly where to add that tape to, because when I did my first one, I just put glue on the bottom. I glued the bottom, and then I was like, okay. No, this isn't gonna, I'm gonna have glue everywhere here.
And then I just put it along this bit here, and then you know it's gonna
fit on that bit
to there. They're just so much fun. We had such a good time, didn't we, putting these together?
It was a mammoth task. And when we decided, me and Stacey had a long conversation about how we would showcase these houses, because obviously making a few houses up and showing you how you can decorate them differently is going to look really, really cool. But I think the way in which you can see how you can build these Advent boxes and sort of things that they can stand in and be kept in as well is really, really the best way to showcase them, because that's how you will imagine them in the house at Christmas time. But we did have loads of fun.
It was definitely one of those where we had to go from our desk to the floor, wasn't
Yes,
it?
yeah.
Rather than doing it all on the
Yeah.
desk. So with this door, I'm not going to have it open, so I'm just going to attach it with 3D foam pads.
I like that because it's going to stand off as
we'll
well.
Put that there. And then I've chosen the number 3. And say if you didn't want to do 24, we did a 12 one, didn't we? So if you just want the 12 days of Christmas, you can do as well. So we're just going to put this on just with a bit of the...
I think there's so many things that you count down for now as well, though, isn't there? Like you could do like a kid's countdown to a holiday, and like each one of them maybe has like it could even have like little hints as to where they're going on holiday.
Oh, that would be lovely.
You could do countdowns to weddings as well, so you could make them look all really nice in sort of like whites and off-white colours.
I know what'd be nice as well, starting school. So you
school
could put like hair
really
bows
nice.
in one and some nice socks in another,
so cool.
and some nice highlighters and things like that. So then with the tree, I've just cut that from the green. Again, you could do this in Ink Me, couldn't you? And use your craft markers to colour it, inks.
Let us know if you have been one of the people ordering these. Loads and loads of people said they've got theirs. So many ideas on how you can decorate them as well.
Yeah, I can't wait to see people who have bought it, and then hopefully they'll share their.
You definitely need
their
to be sharing
makes
your
with us as well.
Sharing your designs and letting us know exactly how you've recreated these Advent houses, because it is so much fun.
So we just added the tree onto the front, and then we're going to just take the snowman, and I've just got a craft marker. We're just going to colour in the scarf.
Oh, that's a good idea.
And do his hat as well. And this takes seconds, doesn't it? But it's just going to add all that detail to it. And then what I'm going to do is attach that to the end of the tree, and then you're kind of extending out the house, aren't you, as well?
Nice.
So it looks... So you're almost creating a scene, aren't you, per house that you're building. And then I think we're going to have these in the show, the little pegs, because what you want to do is you want people to be able to open them to get out what you've put in there. So you just... And the top, let's just bend that one over, just... Like Natalie said, just use your burnish tool to make sure all the score lines are done. And then you can just add the peg in.
I love that. Look how easy that was to make.
And that's the simple version, isn't it, of it, just to show you how easy they are to put together. So you just need 2 of the main dies and attach them together, and then you can do it as much or as little as you want with the windows or the doors.
It's so good, and it shows just how easy it is to do as well. How fantastic does that look made up? Let's have a look at some items that we think will work perfectly for your Advent houses as well. Starting off with some craft card. Now we had these on Hobby Maker last week, so the items that we're about to show you are very, very limited. So we're going to start off with our foiled craft card selection. And I love this pack as well because it's white detailing foiled onto your craft card. So perfect for Christmas time. This is £14.99 if you want to get your hands on this, and it comes in a range of different festive designs. We've got the snowfall, we've got the stars, you've got this detail in here which would look perfect on your roofs. If you wanted to create scenes for your houses to live behind as well, this is a great one.
That's what we're using.
That's
in the
what we're going to do.
Yeah.
Then you've got the presents in here as well. You've got the gorgeous snowflakes, which I think look absolutely fantastic, fussy cut out. You've got the hollies and the berries. We have the baubles for you. I love this sheet. Again, looks great coloured in with your pencils. You've got the Fair Isle detail. These poinsettias on the corners as well. So you could be using these as elements. You could be cutting into these to decorate your houses up with. But it's a fantastic selection of cardstock. Launched a few years ago, but we do have a little bit of stock left. So if it is something that you absolutely love, maybe you got it the first time, definitely get your hands on that. It is our fantastic craft card. I love these lights as well. You could be fussy cutting those out and just adding them to your houses if you wanted to. And then you've got this gorgeous Christmas tree design. And the last one is the...
I love that one.
It's really nice, this, isn't it? That sort of wrapping paper design there with all of the typography on. So that is your foil card selection. Then we also have your embellishment selection. Now this is going to be great to work alongside those houses and for building your scenes up with as well. So this one's $9.99. There's 16 sheets in total, but over 304 elements that you're going to get throughout here. You are going to get a number of the different designs. I think it's four of each design. So we have the snowflakes for you. Again, all die cut. You just pop them out of these sheets and they are ready to go. We've got baubles for you, which I think are so cool. And then you've also got the Christmas trees. So think about when we're building those little villages up, adding these Christmas trees onto them there. And then we've also got the sleigh and the reindeer. So a fantastic mix of designs that you can be using to decorate things. And then when we talk about personalization, because obviously that's something that you can really do with these houses, adding names and letter coins onto here. These are our foil die cut letters and letter coins. So in this one you're going to get 428 individual elements. You've got that beautiful white detailing, so you're going to get the full alphabet, and you're going to get a few of these ones. I want to say it's about 3 or 4 of these ones. I'm not 100% sure on the breakdown, but
it's 4 of each sheet.
Is it? Oh yeah, it's 4 of each because there's 4 sheets there. So you're going to get 4 of your letter coins, so you're going to have all of those again. And then you're also going to get 4 of these ones, and these are large dies. You can large die cut letters, you can see, but would fit really nicely on your house as well. So maybe you're wanting to create these houses with like an alphabet on and have them in like a nursery.
I'm just thinking that, or children like preschool going to school, like learning to spell. They could.
Yeah, you could like just have them all, and then you could just use them to sort of like learn names or letters, names or words. Sorry. That you wanting them to use. I think that would be really cute. So you've got the full ones there. You do obviously have the craft and the white version. You can see that when we bring that up, they are die cut out of there. But think about heat embossing those if you don't want them to be in craft, or if you are using a mixture of like white houses, you could put the craft letters on there. Then our final bit of craft card is this embossed craft card selection. Again, this is $9.99. We don't have a lot of this one. Contains 24 sheets of the craft card here. You've got 4 designs included. So you've got the polka dots there. You've got the wood grain there. So imagine this. Inked and then your house cut out, so it's got that really nice sort of wooden feel to it. We've got this beautiful detailed sort of like lines within there, and then this one is your swirls as well, so a great sort of mix of card that you could be using alongside them. Another thing that we think might be quite fun, if you're wanting to use these as just like gift boxes, and I'll show you what I mean by that. And Amy's going to show you exactly how to make this fantastic carrier that she has made for these boxes. But these ones have been used with your duo design papers and some adorable scorable. But if you just want to make your boxes all out of pattern cardstock, then our designer packs are going to work really, really nicely for you here. And you'd be able to build this out of that adorable scorable as well, and it's going to hold really nicely. We've got a few Christmas ones. Is this the only... Are they all available? Okay. So we've got lots of different ones available. They're also our designer card packs available for any 3 designs for £9.98. So if you want a certain design, or you think that's going to work really nicely for your houses, then bulk buy it that way, because it will definitely be better.
2 for £9.98.
2, not 3.
Yeah, I've typed that wrong.
It's okay. better now that we know, because there'll be people that are angry. 2 for £9.98, sorry, not 3. However, look at these designs. I love this quilted pattern one. It's so cool. There's so much texture in it as well. You're going to get 16 sheets in each pack here. No, 12 sheets, sorry. There's 6 designs, you get 2 of each. They keep changing the formats. I just can't keep up with them. We've got the gorgeous snowflakes here as well. This one's really nice because there's a nice mix. You've got the wood grain, you've got the trees, you've got fair hour patterns as well. So that would look really cute with your houses. You've also got the fantastic ice one. This one is your iridescent ice. And there's so many different colour variations with this beautiful texture on. Really lovely. This would be cool to pop your houses on as well. This would also be cool with something we have coming up next week, because you could imagine those flying over the landscapes that we've got here. This one is stunning. Let me show you the back one, because that is magnificent. You could just use that as a background piece with one of those houses that's got lights in it.
And you could do the roof in white, couldn't you? And
yeah.
put, I'm going to put parchment behind my windows with the tea light in, which is what it looks like with those. So it would all, they would look similar, wouldn't they? They'd
so
look the same.
Nice. But you've got that one as well. And then we've also got the vintage poinsettia. Really, really beautiful designs here. This would look gorgeous, recreating that fantastic, I'll show you it. This beautiful carrier that Amy created with those houses inside, and they look completely different. They don't even look like houses, do they? You've just got that gorgeous design on top of it.
You know, like the milk carton gift boxes, don't they?
They're absolutely fantastic. So you can do that as well. Where are we up to now? We're going back to Amy for another demo.
Okay, perfect. So with this time we're going to use the craft cards, and like I say, create one with parchment behind the windows.
Nice.
And a tea light inside. So you can see I've already started prepping, and then we're just going to cut out the door and the window. And this time, unlike this one where we die cut it and then stuck it on, we're going to cut it out of the actual front of the house and then just back it with white cardstock on the reverse.
Because there is, I love that you can do that with this as well. Like, there is so many options for how you can add all your different bits, or you can like cut them out.
And I think you can use different options within one advent calendar as well. 100%. It doesn't need to be that all the numbers have to go on the front, or...
And that's just going to give your houses a completely different look, which is going to be really, really fun.
So we'll just take these off. So you can see the door cuts.
And it opens up. It's like a little secret surprise, isn't it? The fact that that opens up. And the way that you're going to make this as well now, adding parchment behind it, that's really going to look like the light like shining through the door.
It's just lovely, isn't it? Especially of an evening when you've got your tree lights on. So we're just going to put some adhesive there and then put this one behind first of all. So you can see.
Oh, that looks so good.
I just think the white stands out so well, doesn't it, with
nice
the craft card.
And the detailing that you've added as well around like the houses with the... I'm presuming just a white gel pen.
Just a white gel pen, and it's literally, I've just dotted, like, not counted, not used a ruler. It doesn't need to be that accurate. You can just...
It looks so good though.
So all I've done is just gone round. And you just need to, this does take a couple of minutes just to dry the white, if you use a white gel pen.
Go in with your heat tool, couldn't you? Give it a little blast if you wanted to. We have a disclaimer as well. We don't have white gel pens here, and we always struggle to find good white gel pens. But the gel pen that Amy's currently using, we bought in a massive pack on Amazon, and they are really, really good white gel pens. So if anyone is wanting gel pens, I think we might have maybe put in like, I don't even know what we've put, what Anne-Marie put in when she searched for them, but they are really, really good. They're so crisp compared to other gel pens that we've tried. So there you go.
And they just really
Amazon for your white gel pens.
Really highlight on this cardstock, don't they, rather than sort of disappearing into it. So you can see as I'm going round, I'm not worrying about measuring it or just freehand. And then with the roof, you've already got the marks on there,
Yeah.
so you'll be able to do that. Your pen almost sits in the groove of them. So then we're going to attach this together again, just adding it onto the 2 tabs on the side. As I say, previously I've made houses like this and had to cut them all by hand and try and work out the measurements.
It's just going to save so much time doing it this way, and the effect is really, really cool. I think the little elements that Jen has popped into these dies as well really bring to life the detail of the houses. And like this one, you've put those windows on every single sort of bit, but you don't have to do that. You can just have them
I've gone all out on this one, but you can
really, really cool.
I just thought if you, with the parchment behind it, it'd be nice to see as all the light coming from it, but you really don't need to do as many windows as I have if you don't want to. I suppose it would depend how much time you've got and how many you need to make. I've already got a few people in mind that I want to make them for. And then especially when they see them. So just taking the backing off this to add the parchment to it. And when you're putting tea lights in, just always make sure that you use the battery ones.
Yeah.
So then I've just cut the parchment.
The parchment fits really nicely in there as well.
And there you can see you've got...
It looks so good already.
But they do, don't they?
Yeah.
It doesn't take, just cut them cardstock, a bit of white gel pen, and they look like what you would buy in like a nice gift shop or
like a really fancy,
a nice card shop, yeah. And then you can literally just fold them over, and it just lines up perfectly.
Also thinking about like different ways in which you could use these dies. Obviously, our dies cut a number of different fabrics. I'm thinking you could maybe cut these from like felt, and then you could like stuff the felt with like to make like toy houses.
Oh, that would be
nice. Really, really cool.
Yeah, and you could put the different colours behind the windows, couldn't you? And
make it look really patchworky, but do like a patchworky village. That would be super cool.
We're going to have to try out all these ideas
now.
now.
I just think that's such a nice idea for like younger kids as well, who obviously they're going to want to play with these houses. So you're wanting to think of ways in which they're not going to damage them. So cutting them out of like fabric, and then you would just need to use your sewing machine just to sew those edges together. Then you're ready to go then.
So we just add in the last part to the bottom.
You can even hand stitch them, because really there's not that much.
I think it would look nice to see the stitching if you use a different colour thread.
You could do like blanket stitching,
a bright colour, yeah, I think that would look nice. So then just...
It's so cute.
And then again, just make sure you don't add any tape to those ones. You can do if you don't want them to be opened. If it's
you're making
an ornament.
These for like home decor projects instead of like advent calendars, you can obviously tape across there. There is that option to do so. I think we're loving the use of those mini pegs though. So easy,
just perfect, aren't they? So then what I've taken, so there's the house built. So then what I've done, I've taken 4 pieces of the craft card, and it's 10 by 5.
10 by 5.
And I've just scored along the 10 at 5.
So you've just made like little 5 by 5.
Yeah. I mean, if you've got 5 by 5 card blanks,
use them.
Just use those.
Yeah.
So if I was doing this for time, I'll use this, but I would use your red liner tape if you've got it.
Construction glue as well, I guess, would work really well.
Perfect. So we're just going to attach, first of all, 2 like that.
I'm intrigued on how you're going to put this together now.
I hope it comes together. The nice thing about building a box is I never want to be limited by the size of the paper I've got.
Yeah.
So then I always try and think about, okay, if I haven't got A3, if I haven't got 12 by 12, how can I make it, you know?
And of course, now you've added all those craft card bits together, you've got a really strong base there.
Yeah, so if you were putting a gift inside the house as well. So there you go. So what we want is like an exploding box.
Nice.
So when you take the lid off, it's going to open out. And then Natalie showed it earlier, this gorgeous craft card.
I love this card.
It looks embossed, doesn't it? Like
so
white
nice.
heat embossing. So then what we're going to do is put these around, and then it's going to create a little...
A gorgeous little
sort of
scene. I love that. So clever.
But again, things for like teacher gifts.
Yeah.
You know, your children's friends. Just something a bit different. A small gift inside these. But they would look...
I think they're really good for like teacher gifts actually. And it could be that you are making like wax melts or candles that can go inside.
Oh, that'd
you know,
be...
something that doesn't cost a lot.
Yeah.
But
you want it to look nice.
You don't even have to make them. They could be like shop bought.
Yeah.
Because you can buy them now. Say like you buy a pack for like a couple of quid, and then you break that pack down. Then for each person, that's a gift that's not costing a lot at all.
Yeah, and I always think like it doesn't have to be a lot when it's a gift. It's kind of...
It's more the thought that counts.
And the time.
Yeah.
Like you will know that a lot of time has gone into making this. So we're just going to put those onto there. So we've built it up. And then we can see it's going to fold up into the box there. Oh. So we can put our house on there. What I've done, I'll show the one I made last week. And all I've done is added it onto a wooden...
Oh, I love that.
Little bark.
Yeah.
And then done the 3D trees, which I'll show you how to do. And then just added the snowman on.
So cute.
And then that will go...
Fit perfectly inside
in the centre.
There.
Trying to show it. So you can do that. So we'll just do the...
Hannah, who's on the design team, who helped to make the multicoloured advent calendar, has said these would be perfect for wedding confetti boxes or as table favour gifts.
Oh, imagine a winter wedding with
that
these.
That would be so cute.
Or again, I think you could do a summer wedding, couldn't you, depending on the colours?
Yeah.
You could use the colours of your wedding.
That's the beauty of the dye as well, isn't it? And it's a reason why I love dyes so much, is that you're just in charge of how these are going to look. So if you want them to, if you're doing Halloween houses as like gift boxes for a Halloween party, absolutely use your purples, your oranges and your greens. You know,
oh, I know, I can't wait to do that.
No matter what colour you use, these are perfect for so many different things, and using them as houses, using them as little gift boxes as well. There's loads of different ways you can be making these. It's an awesome, awesome die set. There's so much love for this. Jen, who designed this set, everyone has thoroughly loved it, and I think you're just being inspired by what everyone else is saying and how everyone else is going to be able to make these. Lots of people loving the way you've made this exploding box as well.
So I've just
it's so simple.
Yeah. And it takes minutes, doesn't it?
Yeah.
You don't, like I say, I don't need lots of cards. So I've just made a lid for it. So I'll just show you how to do the 3D trees.
I love that.
So all you need to do is just take 4 of the trees. And then I've just done the gel pen first. Otherwise it's a bit more difficult. Yeah. And then literally all you need to do, I just sort of fold them in the middle. Make sure you've got the star.
Oh no. It's always trouble when you come in.
What have we done?
Dan's here.
Morning, everyone.
Over 70% of our stock has now gone for those advent houses, which is a huge amount. We didn't have a lot available anyway. So if you're watching this, if you're entranced by Amy's demos, don't be silly. Make sure you head over to the website right now. Get those advent calendars in your baskets. Get buying, get checking out, because we don't know. We have an idea of how long it would take if we do need to order some more, which is probably what's going to happen. But if you want to be getting these home and you want to be crafting with this straight away, you need to be getting your orders in.
Yeah, I think when I see something, I want it, like, I don't want to have to wait for it.
No.
So all I've done with this, just fold them in half. It doesn't need to be accurate. They'll look good. And then just add your tape, just not where the holes are, just that you don't see it.
Sort of in the centre.
Yeah, and then
that spine.
what I do, just line up the star at the top.
How nice.
And just put them together.
It looks so cute.
But again, it's looking at the dies that come with the set, isn't it? And seeing how you can
use them differently.
Yeah.
I like the way that you've added the lights to the Christmas tree as well on the one that you've created. It almost makes me feel like it's a washing line. in a little bit. Like a little washing line of lights on the Christmas trees.
So then again, just line up the top. And then just
I think this is a die set as well, that even if you aren't a fully fledged die cutter and it's not something that you're really into, but you know, you've got like your medium sized machine, because these dies as well, you don't need your large die cut machines to cut these out. They are going to work through your scenics, and you're going to be able to use that house both ways through your scenics, because that's how I cut all mine out. You're going to be able to use your Gemini Midi or your Gemini Junior. So if you just have those small hand cranky medium sized machines, this die set is going to be for you as well. And even if you're not an experienced die cutter, this is just a fun die set that you're going to be able to use for so many different occasions. It's definitely something that I would be adding to the baskets.
I just love the fact it looks like a relatively small die set, doesn't it? And then you can see the samples that everybody's made. So then on the last one, when you're putting the fourth one on, just add tape to both sides and just put it into the middle. And then just close them both up. And then just, if you just flatten it down the one way.
Look how good that
looks. And then the other way. And then.
It looks so cute.
And then they stand up.
Stand up perfectly, don't they? I love the little ones that you've put on the top of your advent calendar as well. Because it makes it look like a little village.
I think it just adds to the scene then, doesn't it? So then you can see that I've added them. This was the washing line.
I love
washing line of lights.
It's so cute.
On there.
Like those little feasting lights that you see everywhere, like in the pubs and things like that. It makes it look like that. So cute.
Oh, should we put the light in there?
Put the tea light in it.
I don't know if we'll be able to see with the...
Probably not with these lights.
You can see.
Pop that in. So cute. Such a good little gift. And a great way of like gifting it as well, as not only showing how you can make this as like a gift, but you also...
can see. Yeah.
It looks so good.
And
a great use of parchment.
Fold the lid. And then put the lid on. We will get the lid on.
Lots of people saying that they are likely going to have to order more craft card after seeing these demos. You absolutely will need to be doing that, because it looks incredible.
There you go. So you get it in the box and take the lid off and it comes down.
So cute. I love that. Love, love, love that. Right, shall we show you some more advent calendars before we show you the next part of the show? I'm going to show you two more, and then we'll show you another one. We'll show you Stacey's after this one. So this is one that Kat created. She created all the houses, and then I put them on this really cool cake stand. Now, I made this out of white foam board and toilet rolls from the toilet. And I just covered them up. So I used a small plate for the bottom. I used a big plate for this center one, and then the outside one we have got like big. We've got like big buckets of wipes here. They come in like those huge big tubs.
Is that what you use?
And then I use the base of that for this bottom one. I've covered it in like a carpety, I don't know how to describe it. It's like
almost like a felt.
It's like a felt, like a white felt, isn't it?
But
and then we just put it around.
like a little roll, can't you?
Yeah, I always see it sort of like as decorations.
Shops. Yeah.
In sort of like, you know, your basic shops. And then what we did with this is we also added the houses on with little, oh, you can't see it, with our hooks. Because this is like a fabric, it's going to stick to it, so you can actually take them all off. So we've done that one with this one. You can see the detailing on this when we move it round. Kat has done a really cool thing. She's cut out all of her houses once, and then I feel a pain because I did this as well. Cut out all of the roofs completely different and put them together. It's really, really cool. And again, you can take all of these off. They're all on at different angles, and then there's parchment even behind that one as well. So that one's really, really cool. Also, if you didn't want to make that cake stand, I know because I was in there the other day. There's places like Home Bargains that have the
they're less than a couple of pounds, aren't they? Yeah.
Pop some sort of like snow on there. You could even use your soft snowfall, and then you could just add all your houses to it. And then this crazy one here in the background, I'm going to take everything off here, is what our fantastic Stace made.
Has it got two sets of lights on it?
It does.
Wow.
Double whammy. I don't know if you can see them. You might be able to see them on the close-up. She did want to add lights everywhere, but there just wasn't enough. So Stacey's done this one here with black houses, and she's got that white detailing in. She's also used glitter card behind her windows. All of her doors are open as well, so you can see what's inside there. But look how fantastic it looks. There's so much detail on all the different houses. It kind of looks like a little bit of a street. So she made all of her houses. She laid them all out to create this sort of like triangle shape. And then she just sort of like freehand cut the outside, the two panels. So she cut this side, and then she did her base. Her base is a bit longer, so it also holds the weight there. Then she put a back on and just sort of like freehand cut that out.
Yeah, I think it was a hot glue gun.
Hot glue gun was her best friend. And then she made all of her panels. So she just sort of like knew where she wanted them to go. She laid them across and then sort of marked it with a pencil, and then glue gunned the. I think she used quite a number of glue sticks to actually make this fantastic Christmas tree. But that is an option that you could do with yours. You could use just like regular cardboard that you've got left over in the house, boxes that you get
any packaging
your
you've got,
parcels delivered from, and sort of like build this up. You can then paper mache it as well if you want it to look quite cool, or just paint it. There's loads of different ways, but I love the Christmas tree.
It'd be nice with tinsel around it, wouldn't it, along the fronts and around the edges.
There's honestly loads and loads of ways in which you can do that. So we'll show you those two, and then we will finish off with another couple of examples later on in the show. But let me get to the second part. I was too busy watching that demo that I've not even got ready. Some back in stock dies for you. Of course, if you've seen, we have these fantastic die sets back in stock. Our beautiful stars and that fantastic, delightfully decorative sentiments as well. Those radiant sentiments that flew out the door. They didn't even last a day. They were so popular. So you can get them all individually, or you can get them as a bundle. Getting them in a bundle will save you that extra little bit of money. So those ones are back in stock and perfect for decorating up all of your elements you could be making. Then we have some other ones back in stock. So we've got our duo stitch nesting circles. This one's really cool. That stitching is on both sides, so when you cut your apertures, you've got that stitch detail on the inside and the outside of all of your details. There's 9 in that one in total. We also have this beautiful one. This one is your multi-aperture square windows. That one is just $14.99 and works fantastic with any of our cute and cuddly stamps. Those cute and cuddly stamps that we brought to you most recently, our Christmas ones. Those ones are running out super fast. We've got a restock on some of them that will be coming very shortly, so keep your eyes peeled for that. We've also got your hexagons. they are back in stock. So if you've been looking online for these dies, you've not been able to find them, we have now got those back in stock for you. But let's have a little recap at that fantastic set of houses, and then we will go back to Amy for our last demonstration. So this is what we're bringing for you today. How many have we got left, Lisa? Have a little look while I'm showing it off. These are, it's honestly, for that price, I think is really what makes this special. £14.99 for this fantastic house. You're going to get the outside edges. You've also, when you get this home as well and open it out, you've got full instructions on how to put it together with photographs as well. You've got the lights, you've got the Christmas tree, you've got the snowman, and you've got the little lantern there to decorate up your villages or your houses. You've got all your numbers, you've got your door, and you've got your lights. So this die set is coming home to you, and there are so many ways in which we can use it. I'll show you the last big sort of advent calendar that we did. This one was my creation.
I love the colours on this one.
So I've just picked out some really contemporary Christmas colours and then mixed and matched all of my designs. You'll see that I've got houses sort of the normal way, and I've got houses where the roof is fixed through. So I've just chosen those designs. I've chosen all of the different elements to be able to add on here. Some of them have got snowmen, some of them have got Christmas trees, some of them have got lights. They're all a little bit different, but of course I've gone in with that white gel pen. And then I've just created this base from some more foam board, and then if I turn it this way around, this is just a little square that I've created from A3 cardstock. Oh. So I've just squared it off, added a little bit of foam board in this side and in this side to give it that strength so it doesn't sort of move. However, before I did that, you could fold the base flat. So if you wanted to like store this and you just had like an understore bag, what you could do is you could take all the houses off. Mine are all glued down, but you could take them all off and then fold it flat, and then every year you can like put your houses in different places. So there's loads of different ways in which you can do them. However, let's go back over to Amy, because she's going to show us how she made this.
Okay, so I just thought we'd try something different, isn't it? Like I say, when you buy a die, it's nice that it does more than one thing. I'm sure everybody will make it as an advent house as well, yeah. But we thought we'd just try it for your Christmas gifts as well. So I'm going to use the designer card packs that are on. I love
this poinsettia one.
Me too. So we just need to create two. So you need to cut 2 pieces of 9 by 4.5. So we'll just... So 4.5 by 9. Could I ask a huge favour?
Yeah.
Could I have a score tool?
A score tool.
There's not one in this board.
You can. I'll give you this board.
Thank you. So, and the measurements for this are really easy to do. So 4.5 by 9, and then if you go round and just score at 1 all the way round. So just rotate it 90 degrees and score at 1. Rotate it again, score at 1, and then rotate it again and score at 1. On the floor, and then we just fold each one over and burnish them. So I wanted the front high enough so it's going to hold them in place,
yeah,
but not that it's going to cover up all the front, because if you've decorated them, you don't want to cover up all of the...
And if you're using different designs or like different boxes as well, again, you don't want to... you want to be able to showcase everything that you've got in the boxes.
So then what we'll do, we'll cut along and then just cut off. So if we go round, just trim off.
Okay, so currently we have 30 of our advent houses left, and that we don't have a way here to show you how many people have in their baskets. We don't have that sort of knowledge that Hobby Maker has. So we don't know if those 30 are already in baskets, if people are looking to get their craft card, if people are looking to pick out what coloured adorable scorable they're going to use to make their houses. We don't know. So if you're one of those 30 people that has it in your basket, or maybe you're just looking for something else, be wary that we are very, very limited on those advent houses.
So we've cut just a little bit off each of the tabs, just that we know that they're going to fit on. If I was doing this, you know, for a gift, make sure you use either your construction glue, or your
I think your red liner tape and your construction glues, definitely, and your hot glue gun as well,
definitely
are going to be essential for using when building up these boxes.
Because you want them to last, don't you? If you put the time into doing them, you want to make sure that they're going to last. So we'll just do the last one.
Your construction glue is definitely going to be super handy for making sure that everything's stuck together and isn't going to fall apart.
And just giving it that extra reinforcement, isn't it? So then all you do, just bring those together, make sure you get right angles, and then you've just got your tray there. Shall I make the other one up if we've got time?
Yeah, go for it.
So we might as well do it. So again, on all of your tabs. Thought I'd cut that one off then, it's just hiding. And then just bring them in. So just do each one at a time and then just work it, making sure it's all lining up. So with the one I made previously, I did this from white cardstock and then put papers on the front to decorate. But then I saw this and thought you could actually just make them out of this, and then you don't need the double layer, you've already got it. So what you could do is add a piece of paper on the inside.
Yeah, decorate it.
Because when you take the boxes out, you might be able to see it. So then I've taken 2 pieces of 7 by 7.
Oh my god, this is so easy to put together.
It is, isn't it? Yeah. And then let me show you the dies I've used. I've used the duo stitch nesting dies, the ovals. If you've got rectangles,
you could use
even
it with
circles, you could use.
Even use like fancy label shapes, it would make it look really like luxurious.
Yes,
wouldn't it, with
so any that you've got, you'll be able to use. And then all you need to do, out of the cardstock here, you cut the smaller one.
Yeah.
So make sure you always use the smaller one. And then the next size up, so on this I've used 6 and 7. Put them together and die cut them through, and then it will give you the frame.
I love using your duo stitch for stuff like this as well, because you've got that extra detail.
They are my go-to every time. Yeah, the duo stitch and the dotty ones as well.
It just makes it look so much more fancy with that little touch of detail that you've got that your die creates.
So then we're just going to add these. And the nice thing about this is just experiment with it all, isn't it?
Absolutely.
You know, I'm sure we've all got enough cardstock.
Yeah. And you can just be testing out some of these things with like regular white card, or even sort of
just
like
scraps that you've got.
A lighter weight card. Make sure that it works, and then you can use your expensive cardstock for building these up.
Yeah, get the measurements. That's what I always do. Sort of do a trial one in just white cardstock. Make sure it's all going to work.
I love this though. And as well, I was just thinking, if you make your houses like, oh no, because your bases would be stuck down. I was thinking it for storage, if you made your houses and then you didn't attach the tops together. If you use Velcro to fix your bottoms together, you could open them out and then store all your houses flat throughout the year, and then build them up again as well. If you didn't have a lot of room, so you couldn't have like boxes and boxes of houses.
I did also trial one yesterday where it was a double fronted house.
Oh, cool.
Which was quite nice as well. So again, just have a play around. So once I've done that, I'm just going to pop that on the inside.
You're going to wedge them both together. You could even just do like half, couldn't you? And just do like 3 if you wanted to. I really like that idea.
So, and then just add Use red liner tape for this.
I know there was lots of people that watched Anne-Marie's show, and when they saw this fantastic caddy that Amy had made, was asking for the instructions. So hopefully, if that was you, you've now got the measurements for you how to make these really cute caddies. And I think a lot of people will be making these as like little gift boxes and giving them for Christmas.
So there you go. It's as
Love that.
simple as that. So these are 7 by 7.
Yeah.
9 by 4.5.
Yeah.
And then just score at every one. And then we're just going to attach them together. We'll use the red liner tape for this. But again, it's what we talked about earlier, wasn't it? It doesn't need to be an expensive gift.
No.
It's be a nice small gift, but it's the way
the presentation,
it's packaged,
the fact it's handmade,
and the time it's taken. I'd much prefer somebody bought me a smaller gift and had put the time into making, you know, making it look nice. So we just put the tape on there, and then all we need to do is just put them back to back.
Again, make sure you are checking out. We are stock is dwindling through. We don't have a lot of these left. I don't think they're going to be around by the end of the day. We might be able to add some more stock. We'll definitely be bringing them back, but we just don't know how long that's going to be. It could be a few weeks, it could be a couple of months. We'll let you know when they are back in stock. But I love this. It looks so good.
There you go.
It's really, really cool, isn't it? And there's so much strength as well. It's the beauty of Adorable Scoreable.
Yeah, and what you could do as well, if you cut another piece and add it to the bottom, if you've got slightly heavier things, put it in there.
A little bit of, you know, if you've got your A3, or any of like your books actually that have got that boarding, you could cut that out and put it in.
That'd be lovely to make
like grey board.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, to make it a bit more strength.
Yeah.
A bit more strength to it. You could do that. That's all we've got time for today. We really, really hope that you have loved this show. Amy's shown so many different ways and how
just love them.
use these dies. They're so fun. They are absolutely a firm favourite of ours here in the office. And we cannot wait to see all the advent calendars that you guys are going to be making with these as well. Make sure that you are always sharing your makes because we love to show off what you've been doing with our dies here on Hunky Dory TV. Make sure you are over watching Hobby Maker this afternoon because we have a launch of our brand new Christmas peel off. She's going to be there at 2 o'clock and at 6 o'clock. We have a huge selection for you and such an incredible price. And at 4 o'clock and 8 o'clock, we've got a brand new concept card. If you thought we couldn't make any more delightful concept cards, then we absolutely can do. It is the time for our delightful penguins. They are super, super cute. And then join Kelly and Kat. They're going to be here tomorrow with the fantastic peel-offs. So make sure you are watching because that is going to be a show not to miss. Thanks all for joining us today, and we'll see you again tomorrow.